Hey traders, this is Wrist. I just want to give an update on that trade. I'll probably just make like a series of occasional trading videos so you can see sequentially how I go about picking targets. So anyway, I wanted to take a look here. I just point out that here we do have reversal candles. Particularly, I wouldn't take like this one because for starters, it was like whippy. So if you see that it's whipping back and forth, then you just gotta kind of ignore the reversal signals that you have. Really good if you're just trying to do some scalping within this little channel area here. So, but that's not my preferred method of trading. Another thing that you'll see is, so I think I mentioned that I took this trade here, but I sort of jumped the gun and this candle didn't close. This one right here, the Aussie dollar, didn't quite make as good as a reversal candle as I wanted. And I got stopped out to the tick, of course, because that's kind of how it always happens. But then I saw this like rounding pattern. I don't know if you can kind of, is there a free draw? No. Whatever. You can see a sort of rounding pattern, and at that point, that made me feel like it was going to roll over. So I got a quick 20 points off that one. I'll just call pips points. And of course, for here, I didn't see. So here, I didn't see like a reversal candle. If you go down to a smaller time frame, then you'll probably see that reversal candle pop up, but you have to like draw a line. So I mean, if you're trying to like pick a reversal spot, you try to combine maybe something on in this area at 540s. So if I go ahead and draw a line right there. Alright, it's kind of hard to translate, but if you look at the bottom rows, I got the Canadian dollar, and I tried to draw a price line there on the bottom left. You can see when I match up the price, that's about when it reversed. So you could say, well, if the price gets up to there, maybe looking for some reversal candles, you might get in, right there or right there at that doji, and that's a possibility. You maybe get stopped out. See, 42 to 60. Yeah, it would probably get stopped out unless you want wider stops. And but at that point, it gets back to when I talk about volatility and how when the volatility gets really high, especially if a move like that, as you see here, it's going to be like a train, and it's harder to stop the train as it gets to levels. And that's the benefit of going to a time chart and then waiting for the train to slow down. These are arbitrary like start stop points on the candles, so it looks like a hammer or whatnot, but that's not really as relevant as what the price action is represented by a hammer. Hammers can be hidden in larger candles. So yeah, those are just want to give an update. I thought it was pretty interesting how today panned out. Got a few quick scalps in. I wasn't feeling I took the price target off because of the underlying trend line that you can see here. If you need to draw it, you can. I mean, I didn't take this touch on the Aussie dollar. Could have, but Alright, well, if you like this video, let me know. If you would like to see more of these videos sort of explaining the trades I take and why I take them, and I'll even try to show mistakes and why sometimes I make the mistakes. I've had trades before where I put in a trade, or I get ready to put in a trade, look the other way, the market is gapped down like 20 points, and then not even realize it because I'm honing in on small time frames sometimes. So we all make mistakes, and it's important that every time that you make a mistake, you sit there and look at why you made the mistake. Like one of my biggest mistakes was not letting the trade hit my marks. I'd always wanted to take off early. But I mean, when you get in some of these trades like this, I mean, these are your big money shots. You have to let it, you have to let it grow and let it go. I took these 20 points off on the Aussie dollar. But you might be tempted to take off earlier. But if you can't get that 2-to-1 ratio or whatever mathematical ratio makes you profit, then that trade was not worth putting on to begin with.